Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis. Since Talking Smack now only takes place after pay-per-views rather than every week after Smackdown, Daniel Bryan and Renee Young have taken matters into their own hands and then thrown those hands up in the air to do a yes chant. Tuesday night saw them debut their Talking Smack parody, Smacking Talk, shot backstage and featuring Bryan revealing that Chad Gable is actually his illegitimate son. Bryan's real-life wife, Brie Bella, has admirably stood by her husband during this emotional time. Don't worry, Chad Gable, I'll be a great stepmom. Rather flirtatious winking kiss face emoji. The sketch was so successful, WWE's official Twitter account even referenced it, causing Bryan to optimistically tweet, "After 5,000 plus retweets and 15,000 plus likes, WWE finally acknowledged Smacking Talk, then called it bewildering. Yes Movement Part 2 is coming." After Sunday's widely criticised Battleground show, SmackDown maintained a strong rating at 3.54 million viewers. But what about your ratings? I was massively out of sync with popular opinion, with just 5% agreeing with my Ellsworthy rating. The vast majority of 58% considered the episode smacktastic, while 26% was slightly less impressed with smack bang in the middle. And in our new Raw vs SmackDown poll from yesterday's Wrestle Ramble, the blue brand easily won with 67% of the vote. Despite the far better received SmackDown show on Tuesday night, fans were still attempting to get hashtag #FireRoadDogg trending on Twitter in reference to one of the brand's head bookers. Road Dogg diplomatically responded with, "Dear haters, I've got two words for you, and they ain't fire Road Dogg. SmackDown Live, oh you didn't know?" The SmackDown writer then went on a blocking rampage. Like to average Redneck 2's tweet, "With the exception of the main event ending, I really like SmackDown this week. Swapping US title 3 times in 3 weeks is dumb in my opinion. Dumb? I'm sorry you feel blocked!" And to Joe Hamdies, Road Dogg books one good show and pats himself on the back. Hashtag make SmackDown Live great again. So I've only done one good one. I really value your opinion. Blocked! Last week, news broke that despite being retired from MMA, Brock Lesnar was in the process of re-entering USADA's testing pool, a prerequisite for those wanting to fight in the UFC. Pro Wrestling Sheet noted that Lesnar's WWE contract is up in the spring, and he's already made it clear to backstage officials that he currently doesn't intend to re-sign. In response to UFC fighter Jon Jones recently saying he'd love to face Lesnar, but thought Brock wouldn't take a fight against him, the Beast did absolutely nothing to quell his UFC return rumours, telling the Associated Press, "Would I fight Jon Jones? Anytime, anywhere." UFC have denied Lesnar is preparing for a return, and Brock still has 5 more months to serve of his 1-year drug test suspension from last July anyway. That means a comeback fight couldn't happen until December at the earliest, and even then, Vince McMahon would have to give his approval. However, with Brock's contract up in the spring, this could all be Lesnar using a potential UFC return as leverage in his renegotiations with WWE early next year. Major SummerSlam plans have been leaked, and was Battleground's US title change actually a mistake? Click the videos to the left to learn more, press subscribe, and support WrestleTalk on Patreon. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.